Down here to help us out with the weather. Really pretty sunrise actually a little bit earlier, but now the sun is going to take over and really warm us up, which is not the news she wants to hear. The shedding is just going to to be unbelievable.
Make a sweater out of it.
Yeah, you really could. You could make a whole nother dog out of what she puts out. We're going to talk about some flooding issues that have been happening in other parts of the country, and then we'll return to what's going to be happening along the Gulf Coast today. Parts of Wisconsin and eastern Minnesota have been inundated with extensive flooding as well. Different parts of the country getting way too much rain. High water swamping homes, washing out roads, and at least one bridge. About a dozen counties in western Wisconsin still under flood warnings and flood advisories this morning. Let's talk about what's happening along the Gulf Coast, because those are the locations that are getting flooding right now, especially near and just to the west and northwest of New Orleans. Some very, very heavy rainfall ongoing right now, and they're going to get more of this. There's just a stalled out system in place here that's basically like a tropical storm, just without the winds. It just has tons of moisture, and it's going to be squeezing all of that out over eastern Louisiana and southern Mississippi as well. Check out some of the computer model forecasts for the amount of rain. That is not a typo. That is just the computer adding up the rain and forecasting 1.5 feet of rain for Lafayette, Louisiana, and New Orleans right on the edge of too much rain or way too much rain. If this just shifts 5-10 miles to the east, then we're going to see significant problems out of New Orleans over the next couple of days. That's one system nationwide that's causing problems. There's another one, the one that is bringing flooding to Minnesota and Wisconsin over the past 48 hours, moving through the upper Midwest. These two are going to combine to impact our weather over the weekend, not with any significant threat of hazardous weather, but as this dividing line between the hot air and slightly cooler air gets closer to us, it's going to interact with all that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and give us a better chance of some showers and thunderstorms as we head through the afternoon hours primarily over the weekend. No showers, no storms, really not much cloud cover out there over downtown Nashville. Past couple of mornings, we've seen clouds in the morning to slow down the warm up. Not seeing as much of that this morning. There's some cloud cover here in the distance, but not as much, and so temperatures are going to be just off to the races as we head through the first half of the day, eventually rising up to the low 90s. But again, we are rain-free at the moment. The nearest showers, the very northern edge of that Gulf moisture, way down to our south. Then here's all that stuff up to our northwest, and eventually it's going to combine to give us the better chance of storms over the weekend. In the meantime, it's a warm, sticky morning. Temperatures are in the low to mid 70s right now. We're at 76 officially in Nashville, also 76 in Gallatin. One spot below 70. Livingston, you have dropped into the upper 60s oh so briefly. You're in the upper 70s right now in Clarksville and in Hopkinsville. Those are the warm locations, and we're going to heat up to the upper 80s already by noon. There will be a noticeable breeze today, like the past couple of days as well, so that helps. But it's basically like trying to cool off with a hairdryer. It's not going to have much of an impact on how it really feels outside. Low 90s, feeling like the upper 90s with the chance of a couple of isolated storms today. Don't get your hopes up for any rain courtesy of Mother Nature. Futurecast is pretty limited in how it depicts our rain chances this afternoon. A few blips on the radar simulation. That's going to be about it. It's a chance, it's just not much of a chance yet today, and then things will quiet down as we head into the evening. There's that better chance of showers and storms off to our northwest, but creeping a little bit closer to us as we head through the first half of the day tomorrow. If you have outdoor plans tomorrow morning, things are looking fine. The morning hours are going to be the drier time frame over the weekend, because as we head through the afternoons, better chances of showers and thunderstorms are going to be rolling up towards us, and this latest run of Futurecast pushes the heaviest rainfall right into Nashville right when the Titans are supposed to be kicking off against the Chargers at Nissan Stadium tomorrow evening. We'll keep you posted on the hour-by-hour timing. We're looking 36 hours in the future here, so there are going to be some adjustments. We'll hope it dries out a little bit earlier than that. Remember, it was 2 years ago. The first preseason game at what was LP Field at the time was just an absolute washout. We're going to be talking about a decent amount of rainfall, not today. This is how much rain the forecast computers estimate out of today, and that's not very much at all. But as we head through tomorrow and then again on Sunday, more rain adding up, especially in northwestern Middle Tennessee and then farther outside of the mid-state near the Ohio River and towards the Mississippi River as well. That's where they're going to be picking up 4 to 6 inches of total rainfall. A lot less than that in eastern Middle Tennessee, where you need it the most. You're hardly really going to get any, but there's better chances next week. We'll check out the 7-day forecast in a couple of minutes. First, let's check out the dog walking forecast.
Whoa.
Yep. Nap time again. It's going to be hot and humid. It's that kind of weather. The dogs just want to lay around. Upper 80s. This dog always wants to lay around. Upper 80s at noon. Low 90s for highs this afternoon. Isolated storms a possibility. She's going to get out for a couple of short walks today. Good. Not a long walk, because you don't want to overdo it. Just keep it to a mile or less. And remember, if you can't put your hand on the pavement for more than 7 seconds, it's too hot to walk for very far. Try to keep them on the lawn.
People have to know she has the sweetest disposition, even here in the studio and all. You've done well.
I didn't do anything. She's just a good dog.
She's just a good, there you go. All right, let's mention